Welcome everyone to Four Corners. My name is Kai. You can call me AKA codename Kai, AKA Sardas. Today we are here with the lovely lady. She's a mystery. I just wanted to give you an important topic that I think we're going to discuss. If you want to go ahead, introduce yourself, and then we can get started.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Giselle. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Today we have an amazing topic that we're going to be discussing, and it is a topic that has been a concern for so many people trying to find love.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh. I don't think you want to go there, Mama. You know, I feel like it's one of those topics that's like, I guess, I don't want to say it least favorable in the world of politics, in the world of sex, excuse my French, in the world of everything. I don't know if people are still looking for love. Like, in 2024, are people really start looking for love?
Absolutely.
We all thinking the world is going to end. How?
Absolutely. I have so many friends that are definitely very concerned about dating, and
wow.
There's one of it's today's topic. It's dating in 2024. How difficult it is to find the right person.
You think it's difficult?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it just we're just hard-headed, We live in a generation where women are doing so much now, right? They're working, they got the higher up jobs. A lot of them are working corporate. I mean, they're CEO, CFOs, doctors and lawyers. And I guess they're just deciding like, hey, you know what? I don't really want this BS anymore. I can do whatever that I want, Like, do I really want to date? I feel like that's the outcome that we're dealing with in 2024. And then men are just like more chill. Like they're not even concerned about trying anymore, When like my father used to try, the flower era is gone. You know what I mean? Like you bring flowers and dating, and I feel like it's completely gone. And dating now is just, to me, I feel like it's boring. I can't do it. Like I'm not single, by the way. If I was single, I'm taken. So please do not ask me.
Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert when it comes to dating?
Both, because you have to be, right? You have to be both. Like if we have to differentiate between the older generation, right, and Gen Z, or anyone within what Gen Z would be like 2004 and up, or one of those. I think.
Around that range. Yeah.
So when you look at the way that they're dating, they're used to technology, right? We are technology. Millennials, we know technology. I mean, we see a birth. I mean, Gen Z don't even understand anything about cities. I don't even think they know what a vinyl is, right? They have no idea what a CD is. They have no idea what a cassette. I mean, there's a thing they don't, you have a conversation with them, they're so confused about. It's like, what is this? Is this like the 30s or something? So for them, dating, everything is online, Yeah. You've got so many apps out there. They're available for them to have access on.
Used to not exist back in the day. Like what's going on with like the normal dating, and,
right?
Let me take you out. Let me buy you a coffee. Let's meet at the coffee shop.
But Mama,
what's going on?
The woman. It's not. I don't think it's the man. I feel like men are
really?
lazy. I think men were just more chill now. Like we're not even trying anymore at this point.
Which is so sad.
And it is.
It is very sad.
It
Actually,
really is.
Yesterday I had a conversation with one of my closest friends, and we were discussing this. For her, she's trying to find the right partner. It's been a while for
Good
her
luck, sister.
to actually, get just those normal contemporary men's where they, do the first step, which is like ask you out, and then
don't go to church.
Go to a normal date. And one of the things that she expressed yesterday, this is what she said to me. She said, people are sleeping with each other. Right now in this era with dating in 2024, it has become so depressing. People are not even marrying each other. Everybody's just being
I want to know who's sleeping with each other.
Entertained.
That's what I'm curious about.
There's people that are married, that are talking to another woman. There's people that are men that are sleeping with other women's as well. So it's becoming this uncomfortable
I don't think it's uncomfortable.
situation where some of the people that still believe in love, some of the people that still believe that there's a woman out there that still likes the old school traditional dating. It's
I just want to know what planet she's from, because this is not. It doesn't seem like whoever this person is from Earth. You got to be from Mars or something, or Jupiter. What are you, from Star Wars? What the heck is going on? You want a traditional marriage in 2024? Good luck.
I believe that there's still, for my people out there that still believe in love, they're still trying to find the right man or the right woman, keeping you stay focused to who you are and your authenticity. And I'm telling you, your people will find you. You will find the right man. You will find the right woman.
Well, all I can tell you, your people is out there living the best life. I can tell you that. They're doing, I don't want to tell you what they're doing, but guess what? They're trying to get it out of their system right now. I can tell you that. And it's not that I don't believe in traditional marriage. Please, I never say that, right? I am one of the people that are deaf. As much as I love technology and I love all the stuff that's out there today, I'm also very traditional. But let me tell you something. Men are not traditional anymore, even women. I can tell you that. So if you're waiting for a traditional person, you're going to be waiting forever. I feel like ever since COVID,
yes,
we just really all sat back.
Yes.
Like, I hope it's not just me. Like, I feel like ever since COVID happened, we all just sat back and said, do I really want this?
Everybody call it the big reset.
I'm trying to tell you, it's such a reset. You know what I'm most scared about? I'm not going to say his name. The guy that just did who has the new robots now, Mr. Elon. I'll just say his name, whatever, Elon. Now he's got robots. What makes you, I would not be surprised if we have machines out there, well, you can do what not know, if you know what I'm talking about.
Lord
but it's
have
like,
mercy.
but all I'm saying is it's like we're losing each other. We're so focused on everything else such as like money, right? That's what a lot of women and men are looking at. Well, mostly women. Money. Do you have money?
What do you bring into the table?
No, I think
that's the question now. What do you bring into the table?
Mama, I'm telling you, it's just money. Nowadays, women are all about money. If you're not making 100K figures, they don't even want to have a conversation with you.
It's sad.
So and then
back in the day, it used to be, where you at, how much you're making. Let's make it work. Let's make it happen. We both build each other.
We don't have the patience anymore.
Assist each other. We both grow together. But
so, I mean, who do we blame for this, though? We can't really blame anyone for this, whatever that's we've decided to do with love.
I feel social media has been such an amazing tool to assist us in learning and developing other skills.
Wait a minute. Pause. You think social media is teaching us about love? You better not say that.
It's teaching us so many things to the point that it's helping us, but it's also damaging us.
I feel like social media, it's a lot. I'm sorry.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Let me ask you something, Mama. What do you think is love to you? Now we're going to get very deep. I'm very curious. What do you think it's love?
I believe love is a form of expression where you had the capacity to, have sympathy in any layers of sadness, any layers where you actually need some type of comfort, someone that actually understands you, listens to you, support you, guide you, encourage you, motivate you. I mean, for me, that is love.
Okay. Can you see love?
Absolutely.
Really?
No. Absolutely no.
We'll call it. You can't see it, right?
No.
Can we smell it?
No.
So we can't. So we don't. We technically can. We can, but really cannot explain love. We don't know what it smells like.
And we also have to understand everybody has a different perception of what love is.
Yeah, but I have a point,
based on their perspective.
But I have a point for this. I have a point where I'm going with this. So basically, in a way that people that are listening, so we can kind of sum up love in a way that we want to sum it up our way, right?
Yeah.
And then we don't know what it smells like, right? Of course. We think love is red because again that's just what they thought as love is red, whatever. We don't know what it sounds like. No one knows what love sounds like. Do you know what love sounds like? I have no idea what love sounds like. We don't know. So we don't know what it sounds like. We don't know what it smells like, but we just know that it exists.
Absolutely.
Right? Would you say love is somehow almost spiritual in a way? Because we don't know the mystery of it in a sense.
That's a very good question.
Kind of like sex. I think sex is a mystery.
Yes.
Like it's like I feel like sex and love is like two things are a mystery. We can't really understand it. We don't, but it just makes us feel as a certain way that we really cannot explain. Now those feelings, of course, scientifically, you have those feelings that you feel, sweat or whatever that is. But deep down, if you think about it, right? I feel like we need to stop putting love in a box, in parentheses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way that I see it, right? Yeah. Because I feel like as human beings, we've put love in a box, in parentheses, so much. We don't even know. That's why things are happening what they're happening today.
Yeah. People are putting their conditions.
Yes.
Well, if you don't give me this,
sanitizing it,
then, I won't be able to act this way.
That's the point. So
there's a contract. So we're talking more about having a contract love and not really
so that's
being
my point.
Love.
That's my point of love. It's just that human beings have put so much parenthesis around, love. We've boxed it. We've did, like bleached it with so many different things. It's like, it's now at the point where we don't even know what it is because we've lost touch. And when I was like, one of the reasons why I was looking at the different subjective of love when it comes to being authentic about love, the old generation, right? It's they had often more of a deeper conversation when it comes to love because they wanted to understand it. I mean, shoot, there were music that were made where people were crying for love.
Oh yeah.
Please come back to me. Like, oh my God, in today's world, what man do you see that's crying for love? None. So I think it's like, I'm not saying that the older generation figured it out in a sense. I'm just saying that the older generation have the patience to at least try to understand love.
Absolutely. A little bit more appreciation.
They didn't put in apprentices, it was just out in the old pen. They enjoyed it, they took care of it. But I just feel like even millennials, I blame millennials. I don't blame Gen Z when it comes to love. I'm sorry. I am blaming millennials.
They changing the whole concept
of
love and dating. That's why we're here talking about this topic.
We're definitely millennials. We will ruin love. I feel like what Gen Z is doing today, they're just saying, okay, well, if you guys did it, we're gonna do it better, but just differently, right? Because they have technology, right? And then they're now overly to control of love like millennials were. We're very control of it, like controlling in a sense. That's how I feel.
Do you think maybe there's some type of fear when it comes to
absolutely
dating now in 2024? People don't 100%. Want to compromise.
No one wants to compromise.
There's a fear of not feeling I want to compromise to this person,
right? Because
I don't want to get hurt.
But Mama, the reason why people are not doing that, it's called options. We're keeping options. I don't know why. I don't know why in 2024 so many men and women have options. Well, I don't know about this, but I'm going to have option. Like people have option A all the way to Z. And I'm like, why? So I understand why they have to, but at the same time, it's like, why can't you give love a chance? And again, anyone that if you're in a controlling, abusive, or harassment relationship, please get out. That's not what I mean by it. No. All I'm saying in a sense, like, give love a chance.
Absolutely.
Don't rush it, right?
Absolutely.
Don't go to the park. I mean, shoot, you don't need to spend money. Walk around. Our grandparents was doing that. They didn't have money to spend, but they had parks to go to.
Yes.
They went to the movies.
They find a way.
Yeah, they just talked.
Yes.
Sometimes talking, it brings a sense of a spiritual calmness to the energy. That's how you're going to figure out if this is your person.
If that's your person.
But today, with in 2024, we're so rushed. Like, we all, I'm not going to say the word that I was going to say, but it's like we all so lusty.
Yes.
L-U-S-T. We are all just very lusty.
Yes.
Like that's what love has become from us. Nothing but lust.
Yes.
It's like you can smell it in the air. You can't go, and even church, the church ain't safe, y'all. The church ain't safe, and I'm just saying what I'm saying. Even you
Lord
trying to
have
go to
mercy.
church, it's still lusty.
Yes.
You know, you got the pastor looking at you a different way. Like, what is you here to preach? You looking at somebody? No,
Yes.
you can't even go meditate without somebody being lusty. And I feel like we've put more lust into love,
Yeah.
and it's lost its value.
And we're putting a condition on love, and love
Yes.
shouldn't have a condition.
It's exhausting.
If you're not ready to go through pain,
yeah,
then you're not ready to
Yeah.
fall in love.
yeah.
It's a risk that all of us have to
Yeah.
take.
I'm going to give an example. Like one of the person that I work with who's a Gen Z, 23 years old, was dating a guy. First, you know, they started talking kind of like conversation because she said, I'm very traditional. So like, hey, like they went to the park and talked and then dated for 6 months. They went on vacation to Puerto Rico. Guess what he did when they came back?
Oh my God.
Ghost.
Wow.
Literally, he was gone.
Wow.
Text blocked. And then she just like, what the heck? 6
Wow.
months? I gave you 6 months. And then he said, now I am not dating anymore, Ginger. That was her. She's like, Ginger, toxic. So it created this trauma where she's like, I don't want to touch
I
anything
don't
else.
wanna deal
And
with
I'm like,
this
no,
anymore.
don't say that. And again, it's just because we've welcomed that. And then
Yes.
men too. And it's, I feel like women too have set this bar so high, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with setting the bar high. But if you set it so high and then you get older and then you can't find a man and then you think you're going to find a man in your 40s, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to find a man in your 40s.
Absolutely.
Same thing with the men too. Stop, you know,
Being so picky.
yeah,
Stop being
so
picky.
picky. Stop being so picky. That goes for the men too. And men, please be more patient. Y'all just, man, we're not patient anymore. We're
No.
really not.
No.
Like we're ready to move on to the next
You
thing
guys
too.
are not willing to put
Because
the work.
there's so many
either.
women out there. There's so many women out there with little skirts and everything. Again, lust because men can't control himself. It's like having all these multiple partners. It's confusing.
Like I
It's
said
just
before,
confusing.
everybody's sleeping with each other,
Yeah.
and using each other, and there's, we're losing hope when it comes to dating. And I'm very sad of how this new generation is transitioning.
It is, but it's. I mean, I think it's good too for the experience of it too. Because I'm very curious how things will look like 10, 20 years from now. Because every decade things seems to change, and I have faith in the next generation. I don't want them to be traditional. I don't want them to be authentic. I don't want them to be like the Gen Z. I'm hoping the next generation to come after the Gen Z have a sense of, okay, they definitely mess everything up. So how are we going to change this perspective and do things right?
Yes.
And again, I'm not here to blame anyone. I'm not saying that we're like any generation has done so many wrongs.
Absolutely.
We're ruined. We have ruined love completely.
Absolutely.
I mean, even our grandmother were dealing with so many abuse too back then too, and they had to suck it up. I mean, getting beat up and then you have to think, well, I'm getting beat up, but there's kids involved, so I'm gonna have to stick, right? But I also appreciate how the new generation is more like, I am not taking that from you. Like one thing that seems abusive or anything, I gotta go. Like
Yes.
you're not that special. Yeah, you're not that perfect neither. So I appreciate the fact that at least there's change coming.
Yes.
But it's gonna take time. But right now we're in such a horrible bubble.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it.
I also feel that we're not taking
hate
the
it.
time to heal.
But no one is.
We're not taking the time to heal. Everybody is just jumping from one relation
And
to
it's so
another
true. That's
to
so
get
true.
to get some comfort or some support or some type of need. But we're not taking the time to process things and
But I
just
think-
heal.
Mama, I think Gen Z is definitely going to they're doing therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think there's
Yeah.
some hope?
Yeah. There's a lot of hope for them. I feel like anyone that's like 20 right now, a lot of them are saying, okay, there's something wrong. Let me go take care of this. Like, let me go to therapy. Let me figure it out. Like they're even though they're sort of like excluded, but they're still trying to figure out, okay, something's wrong with me. I need to go take care of this, which that's where my hope is.
Yes.
I'm really hoping for them. I'm just more scared because they're really are pushing technology so much that,
Yes.
which is okay, right? I mean, this is what it is. We can't stop it anymore. But I want to make sure that we're taking care of this earth because this earth that's our ancestors have left us, or all the other generation have left us. We got to take care of it.
Absolutely.
We gotta give it love too, because it needs love too.
Absolutely.
Love, it's just not loving one another. Love is also respecting nature, respecting each other, of course, respecting everything that exists. That's part of love.
That's part of love.
And we're not doing a really good job at that.
Absolutely.
We're just so focused on lust. We're not focusing on the aspect of it and everything that comes with it. We got to take care of Mother Earth, because she's also getting tired. That is part of the love that we have to take care of. I mean, she's suffocating, and we're not doing so much of that. We got to respect. We got to give love to our animals. We got to give love to everything that exists. You know, and we're not doing any of that. And I'm just hoping, that there's some change. And I know now it sounds very sad. Sorry, I'm getting I'm getting so sad about this.
Yeah.
It just makes me sad. Like, I was lucky enough to find my significant other, which is amazing. But it's like I will hope that everybody will experience love.
Absolutely.
In their own perspective way,
Yes.
right? Even if it's not perfect, but my hope that I just want people to experience love the way that I think. It may not be authentic, but at least it's nurturing in the way that they want it to be.
Absolutely.
But it's just like, it makes me sad how things are going nowadays,
Yeah.
It just makes me so sad. We have not just so broken family, but we just have so much going on where love is like, it's hanging. It's hanging. Like, there's no more L in love. Now it's just of. Like the L. I don't know what a love. I don't know what an L is. It makes me sad. It makes me sad.
God have mercy for all of us.
It makes me really sad just to think about.
Yeah.
What would you say if you were to give any advice between the old generation, right, and the new generation? What would you say?
Honestly, I will go back to healing. I will go back to make sure that if you're coming from any type of relationship that was toxic, just take your time.
Right.
Take your time. Take your time. Make sure that the first love in your life is you first.
Very true. Take care of
Make
you.
sure that the first love in your life is you first. Once you love yourself, once you spend time with yourself, once you allow these emotions to go through you so you can heal and understand, also learn the lessons, right? Because every experience that we go through brings a lesson for us to learn. And then once you go through that, just take your time and just set boundaries. Set your boundaries. Boundaries are very important. That's what is going to determine how you're going to continue, dating. How you're going to do dating now? How based on your boundaries. I'm not saying set so many boundaries where you're not leaving room for others to get to know you, or meet you, but at least set so realistic boundaries where where your self-love and your self-value is, and then you also allowing others to come to you, and that will be probably the first step that I'll recommend everyone to go through. Just spend your time in understanding also what is that you want. I feel sometimes when it comes to dating, people go and date, and I've been seeing so many videos on social media, which most of them are funny, but where people meet, and once they start establishing a conversation, they say, well, at this point I like you, but at this point, I'm not ready to be with no one. They already already putting it on the table, right? So it's like, why are you spending time with this person who is also putting time in you, and you're not respecting their feelings, and you're not respecting their time? So I would say, during your time of healing, make sure that as you trying to figure it out, who are you, where you at, what you're looking for, set your boundaries and make sure that you know what you want. So then when you're seeking for that partner, your expectations are met.
Well, I hope they're not waiting forever.
Let's hope not.
I just hope they're not waiting forever.
Like I said, I still have hope,
I do too.
and if you have to move, if you have to go to another region, a different
too.
area, just maybe travel a little bit.
You just say something so important.
Yes.
If you have to move, if you have to find a different
Yes.
background, just a different environment,
Yes.
do it. See, that's very important because a lot of us are not doing that, and we're just stuck there.
We stay stuck, and we also set so many boundaries of, I want it tall, I want it, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and it's, you're literally not allowing yourself to be open to get to know other people with other cultures that can bring.
I want it to be 60s, ready to die so I can take all the money. I am just kidding. It's a joke, guys. It was just a joke. I want them all to be in their 20s. Said all young and 60. No, good luck.
I want a prince from Dubai.
Prince from Dubai. Good luck. Because the prince from Dubai, let me tell you, he also have a culture, so you better respect that culture.
Absolutely.
I mean, what would you say when it comes to like the younger generation about like dating? What would you say? Like, are you thinking maybe like the same? I mean, in the world of technology, and a lot of them are also focusing in like their career.
Yes.
They're not really thinking about dating. Yeah, they're thinking about dating, but it's like dating for them. It's like they're just fun, lust. Yes. Right? They're not putting that, like, it's not in their resume.
Absolutely.
Right? Where for them, their resume, it's mostly like, how do I get rich?
Absolutely.
That's where it is, I feel like, in the newest generation. Like, how do I get rich? What would you say?
I think for the new generation, stay focused on what it's important.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's okay for you to, navigate through your seasons and enjoy yourself here and there, because we all need to have those type of experiences.
We are human,
and that's okay. But like you said before, the new generation is taking the time to go to therapy, to heal. I'm listening to this new generations. Most of them are coming with a very mature mentality, in a way that they know a little bit more what they're looking for. Some of them are not ready to settle. Some of them are just want to be by themselves and focus on career and
like
money and other stuff. And others are just really looking to, just,
I definitely I definitely think there's a 50-50 when it comes to the new generation.
Yes.
I've seen some that still have that traditional because that's how they were brought up. They still have that traditional value. And then I've seen some where it's like, well, I don't care. Like I'm ready to do whatever I want. And then I've also seen where some are like, okay, I want to go to school. I want higher education. And then once I'm like 25, then I can start thinking about having a family.
Yes.
And a lot of them are not even thinking about kids, to be honest. They're not thinking about kids at all. It's like, I see marriage, but like kids, It's like, it's becoming almost, I don't want to say taboo, but it's like, I feel like with the new generation, kids are like, I don't see that conversation.
Yes.
I really don't. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's like, if you don't want kids, that's fine. A lot of them just don't have that mindset where I want kids. It's more like, I want a career. And then once I get old, but I'm like, nice, but it's like, what are you leaving?
What are you leaving? What's your legacy?
When life is gone, like, what are you leaving? You got to leave something, right?
Yes.
So I think that's like my only outcome when it comes to that. It's like a lot of them are very career oriented and they want money. They want the higher education. Absolutely. Get it. Yes. Go get it. I will never stop anyone getting their higher education.
Absolutely.
And then you also have those and shout out to Autobind for that, Yeah. And then you also have those who are like, well, I don't want to go to school. Instagram. I want to be an Instagram model. Excuse me? Instagram model? Okay. Influencers. I don't want to. Okay. Let me just chill. I just feel like when it comes to that one, it's I don't know how I feel about it. I have mixed feelings.
I think
they're the one that scare me the most, though.
I think, if you are,
and I'm pointing fingers, by the way,
because I feel influencer can cover so many things, I mean,
they're just doing it all.
If you're an influencer who your purpose and your mission is to guide and assist and and help others,
Right.
because that's the content that you put
So
on
do
your
you have
social
to have
media.
some kind of mission,
And
of
then
course?
yes, you are influencing others by
okay.
guiding them to make better decisions and
Okay.
do better things. But if you're a simple influencer who's just posting a lot of nonsense
I
things,
know.
and it's it's
Tasteful.
like, it's like, what's the point? For me, that's where I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a. I don't want to say like I don't dislike them. It's not like I'm not a fan. It's just some of the thing the so-called I quote influencer do. It's such it lives such this distasteful thing. And like I don't know. It's such a, and again, I don't want. Please do not take this in a negative way. It's just that they're a lot of them are ruining, other, like the generation. They're like trying to focus on what's important to them,
Yes.
like college and everything, and get their higher degrees, and then after that, and it's like they're just this influencer, or they're kind of, to me, they're kind of ruining like social media in a way.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Yes.
I really don't like it.
When it comes
I work
to,
really hard.
yeah,
Listen, 10 years. My resume is 10 years. All right. I've been a creative director for so long. I've worked with everybody. I've worked with some of the best, amazing people ever. My social media is crazy. But then here comes some influencer with a little lingerie, like, hi, I'm a model. You've never trained to be a model. Excuse me? Go sit down somewhere. Then again, this is not an insult. It's just those are working hard, they're doing their thing, and then somebody out of nowhere just comes in and then, just acts up and then gets 100,000 followers. I don't like that. I work hard for my followers.
And again, it's the social media.
And I'm not trying to be a bully. I'm just being honest.
It's like I said, if you are an influencer who your mission is to put positive content and motivate and encourage people to do good things,
so they should
go for it. Go for it. But we have so many also influencers in social media that are destroying the beauty of dating. The beauty of dating. They're giving you so many wrong tools on how to date, or how to get your prince from Dubai, or how to get a rich man. We're not helping
I want a princess from Dubai. Come on now. I don't want to work forever. I want a princess from Dubai. Come on now. It's not. If it was that easy, I wish it was that easy.
So I think it's what we're doing in social media with some of these influencers trying to kind of bring all this negative content. That's where am I? Why? Why are we doing this?
Do you think social media should have like some kind of like restriction on a certain age? I see so many kids on social media.
I mean,
too.
all social media.
We're gonna come back to love, by the way. This is just, it's part of the conversation. Please, we're not trying to go to social media or anything. It's part of like conversation with everything that we're seeing too. They're just, love is exposing so many things, and I feel like this is half of it too.
Absolutely. Well, with all the social media has been set up in a way that it has some age restriction now, right? So but yet it's the amount of information that is still available for anyone, regardless.
We're gonna keep this in parentheses so we don't get backtrack. I feel like now we're jumping into like social media and other stuff. I feel like this is just a different conversation. I don't want to go
just
there,
finishing when it comes to social media. I just want to tell to everyone who is listening, just be careful out there with information that you listening. Be careful there with information that you're watching. You're the one who's control of the things that comes to you. You're the one who is in control with the things that you listen to. So as the same way you have control those things, make sure you filter everything. That's why we use filters, right? When we have the capacity to filter any type of bad language or nonsense videos, anything that it's not towards the version of you that you're trying to create. Again, it's all that is going to either be a benefit for you or it's going to take away from you.
Gotcha.
And again, this all goes with dating. You know,
Yeah.
if you always in an environment where you have friends, you have neighbors, all the information that you see on social media is all negative. They talking bad about women. They also talking bad about men. They make it so difficult and
Mama,
toxic.
you're getting too patient. You're getting way too out there. Let's put this in parentheses. I feel like this is such it's a really good topic. I like it, but I really want to go back to love.
No, absolutely. But it goes back to what I'm saying when it comes to dating.
I see. Okay.
If you continuing being in an environment that is toxic, if you continue watching and listening the information that you have access to, that also is going to determine the amount of decisions you make on the daily basis based on the people that you pick, based on the people that you choose to date. Because your environment's always telling you, well, girls are always easy. Men, they don't care.
Right.
You know, it's 50-50 when it comes of, you know, on our first day, you're going to pay, you pay 50, I pay 50. And then you come in with all this mentality that it's information that you've been consuming that is also changing your perspective about women and men, then you will always end up dating the same amount of people because you have been programmed to do that. So that's what I want to encourage everyone out there who's trying to date. You know, either you use an app on your phone, either you use any type of social media platform. It doesn't matter. Be careful with information you consume and make sure that you find different tools to be able to do better when it comes to dating, because again, it's difficult.
All right. So now I want to get to all the juicy stuff now. We've got probably just a little bit of time, but I really want to get to all the juicy stuff. Do you think when it comes to like love itself, right? When we love, do you think, let's just say in the aspect of dating, right? You find love and you have that guy that you think is the guy. Do you think you should give out the cookie?
Absolutely no. I'm old school on that.
So you think you shouldn't give out the cookie?
You should wait.
No.
You should wait.
You should wait on giving out the cookie.
You should definitely wait because for me, I think it's like the whole concept of like, yes, we met and we both know.
But why are the new generation are giving out the cookies so fast, Mama?
They're
now
not
we're
leaving.
Just scrambling.
They're not leaving.
We got nothing but scrambles.
They're breaking the ice too fast, and there's no mystery.
So do you think that's part of the problem, though?
Yes,
when it comes to love,
I do believe that that's part of the problem. If you make it also too easy,
right?
You're not leaving room for any mystery.
But I'm also blaming us, man. We're not patient.
You guys are not patient, but also I'm blaming on the women too, because we're not teaching you guys how to be patient.
But who should teach women? And no one should. This is something they should know. No, you think?
I feel that on the you shouldn't give your cookie on the first day. Okay. Come on, girls. Come on.
All right.
What's going on?
Hey, I'm just saying. Like,
what is going on?
Love. That's what love has become. That's what we were just saying. Love has become lust in 2024.
I wouldn't call that love. I would call that more like an attraction, a quick, easy poof poof.
Cannot believe
a quick release.
That's hilarious. You heard that? A quick release. That's so funny. If you were to, let's just say between now and the next 10, 20 years, right? When it comes to the aspect of love, what would you think you want to leave to the next generation?
All those values that we have forgotten.
Well, they're not keeping any of our values. So
and again, that's why I'm so concerned about this new generation. We're not respecting people's time. Okay. We're not respecting people's emotions. Okay. We're not respecting people's, perceptions when it comes to things. So I think that's very important. How are we going to be able to build a healthy relationship and potentially, be able to, build something beautiful where those boundaries and those values hasn't been set from the first day.
You think what I think what we should I would love to have a guest and really
Absolutely.
more of a professional
We
guest to
bring in
really
a definite
speak on
guest.
this topic. I think it's so important. It's a very important topic to
Yes.
to have, and it's about time too.
Absolutely.
Where maybe we'll figure out a guest.
Yes.
More of
Well,
a
we'll definitely have a
professional.
guest next time on our
To
next
have this
topic.
conversation. I think it's very. I like this topic.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like this topic is going to sort of, I don't want to say eliminate, but it's going to keep a lot of us, older generation, new generation, like maybe give us a sort of je ne sais quoi, like a sort of like answer that maybe that we need.
Absolutely.
Right?
And just also
I would love that.
the right tools.
Yeah,
That because some of us we don't even know how to date.
that's true.
We
too.
don't even
That
know
is
what
so
to
true.
do on the first
But
date.
you can't really teach dating though.
We don't. I wouldn't
a lot
say
of
that
us,
we cannot
like-
teach dating, but we at least get to
I
understand
listened to my uncles when it
how
came to
to
dating.
behave on the first dating.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I
okay.
mean? Maybe
But-
let's switch it that
But
way.
I also feel like it's the people that we value, that we appreciate, that also are ruining it for us, right? Because like for me, like it was my grandmother, and then it was my uncle that like kind of gave me the perspective of love. And I grew up around women, so like for me, I've always been like, hey, you gotta listen, man, just listen.
Yes.
If she's talking,
That's
just
the key.
listen. Don't
That's
do
the
anything.
key.
Don't say anything. Just listen.
That's the
Trust
key.
me. Just listen. You look her in the eye and just go, yes, okay.
That's
those
it.
are the key word.
You're being taught
Yes,
good.
okay. If you just
Shout out to your family.
just those three things, I'm telling you, whatever you want, she's gonna cook, she's gonna bake, she's gonna clean the house, she'll do whatever that you
Just
need. She will
listen.
pay the bills. Just listen. But now I feel like a lot of men today don't want to do that. Men don't have the patience.
They don't have the
anymore. We
patience
don't.
anymore to listen, and not even to be able to hold space
No.
for that, which is very sad.
We're getting broke. Men are getting broke, but we're getting smarter too, though. We're definitely getting smarter.
I have faith on that. I definitely
You
have
think
faith
so?
on that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like for me, I rather focus more on the woman than the man,
What do you
because
mean?
because I mean like the women are that's gold, man. That is gold. We can't do anything without the woman.
Yes.
That's gold right there. That is a rare, a very unique resource that we have. We have. I don't want to use the word product. We have this product that was given to us that we're not taking care of, and we stopped taking care of, and now they've decided to say, you know what, I can do what you can do too. When it shouldn't be like that. There is women are not built that way.
Yes.
A woman is not built. She's a product of us, so she's not built in a way to tell another man like I can do what you're doing. She's not built like that. I'm telling you, a woman loves to be catered to.
Yes.
She loves to be taken care of.
Yes.
When a woman is being taken care of, I'm telling you, man, it just brings. You don't understand. What you're doing is you're transforming something out of her she has never experienced. And that also goes to man.
Absolutely.
When a man has found that woman, there's nothing more motivating to him than like he'll move mountains.
Yes.
Let me tell you, he is going to move anything. If he has to go to Mars, he will go to Mars and find the rarest water to bring back to you. That's because we're equal.
Yes.
We are equal. It's not even a question of 50-50. We're just equal.
Absolutely.
You cannot put a number. Please stop putting the number to everything. Well, we're 50-50, everything. No, there's
Never.
not such thing as 50-50. You are equal. You were
Yes.
created equally,
Yes.
right? Just like I need my woman, she also needs me.
Yes.
I can't give birth on my own. No, a woman cannot do that on her own either. A woman can't say,
Absolutely.
well, I can do this on my own. Yeah, with science, of course, with science you can. But if you take all the science and all this other stuff out, you can't do it. So we are equal. We need each other on this earth.
And that's why
We can't even leave. I'm like, we can't go anywhere.
Yes.
We keep trying to go to Mars, and it's not happening. But that's because we need each other. We are each other.
Yes.
Right? We are each other
We
because it's so important.
complement each other.
We really do. And that goes for any other race or whatever that you believe in. We are all here on this earth, we can't go anywhere.
Yes.
So please, we've got to compromise when it comes to the aspect of love.
You have
We're
to
just
compromise.
not compromising.
Say that again.
We have to compromise.
Yes.
Dating sucks in 2024.
Yes.
My friends are so frustrated.
People
So
are
frustrated.
not willing to compromise. People are not willing to put their emotions out there. They don't want to get hurt.
And by the
They
way,
live in this stage of fear.
This is not just for hetero men. It also gay for even for gay men too, by the way, and women. And any I'm
type of
telling
relationship out there. It
it's
doesn't
happening.
matter. Yeah.
It is really happening.
Yes.
This is not just for the hetero. No,
Yes.
it goes to all the
It
other
goes
beings
to-
that believe in what they believe in. Love, it just doesn't exist anymore. Like one of my friend who I love to death is gay, and he even tells me I can't find a good man. And I'm like, if you can't find a good man, what about me? So that tells you how tough it is out there.
Yeah, for
So
everyone.
it's so it makes me sad. That's all I'm saying. It just makes me sad.
But in our next episode,
Yes.
we're going to be talking about relationships.
Oh, I don't want to talk about relationships.
And that's
No.
where the juice is going to start
no,
for sure, guys.
Time out. Wait a minute.
So be ready for our next
No,
episode.
We're going too fast with
We're
that
almost
relationship.
coming into an end for our episode
Yes.
of dating in 2024.
Yes. That was a good topic.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's just so much to cover.
Yes.
But I feel like we've covered where we can and we know.
Yes. Based
And
on
then
our
based on our own
experience.
experience.
Absolutely.
I mean, we could let me tell you, we can have over 20 episodes when it comes to dating and in this generation. It's just
Yes.
too much. But we're trying to compromise. We're trying to put together what we know to make it easier for you. And hopefully, in our next episode, we'll bring somebody that's a professional that maybe might give us some tips and maybe things that we say that maybe I'm as a man who's married, there's certain things that I want to understand too, and I will definitely love to have a professional mama. I think it will be amazing.
Absolutely. I have to say to my ladies and guys out there, two little tips that I can share to all of you when it comes to dating on your first time. If you're dating on or finding somebody on a dating app, please make sure you look that person up before you meet. Please make sure you search that person on social media.
What?
Okay, do not waste your time because then you're gonna be surprised,
That's
and then you're
actually
gonna
very
blame
smart.
yourself for being surprised because you didn't do your research.
So you're trying to say you look up your man on social media?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're crazy.
Absolutely.
Girl, you're crazy.
Absolutely.
What?
I'm not wasting my time.
So what you do?
I am not wasting my time.
What is it called? Star 69 or something, whatever that code is called.
So
Reverse
tip number
thing?
1 for my girls out there, make sure you go to their social media. And if you see that this man that you are interested in
That's interesting.
has a bunch of pictures of only girls on their Instagram,
Oh, boy.
you already know that's a red flag.
All right, okay, we gotta go.
You already know.
I think I don't like this topic because I work with
already
models.
know.
It's not my fault. I work with models and I'm married. Okay, I'm not.
You
doing
already
crazy.
know.
So you trying to tell me? So my woman was going through my social media and took forever just to make sure I was not crazy.
You
oh,
already
my
know.
Gosh.
You already know. And
Oh wow.
just to finish, for my guys out there, okay, if you're looking for the right woman, do the same thing. Search them on social media.
Okay.
Go
okay.
to their Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
Okay.
whatever it is that you find. And if this girl has a bunch of pictures of her, and some of those pictures are a lot of sexual pictures, that can tell you right there that they're looking for
L-U-S-T.
they looking for others men's attention too,
Yeah,
not only
yeah,
yours,
that's so
sweetie.
true.
So that's another red flag for you.
Yep.
But please make sure you search people up before you meet them. I'm just saying.
All right. So to close this, just so we can close this topic for today. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you all, and thank you to Autobahn again for
Thank you.
for this amazing opportunity. And we just want to say again, as you said, dating is crazy.
It's difficult.
a lot of headache.
Yes.
It's a lot of ups and downs. If you need to focus on your career, that's okay. If you're not ready to date, don't rush.
Take your time.
Take your time. Limit LUST and get to know your significant other, right? And especially if you're one of those that's looking for real love and just hang in there. Trust me, man or woman, or whoever your preferences is, just hang in there. It's not easy to find the person for you.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Have an amazing day.
Thank you so much for
Nothing
tuning
but
in.
love, abundance, and all that you desire. Thank you again. My name is Kai, aka code name Kai, aka sorry, Des.
And
You
I'm
can find
Giselle
me.
Zapata.
Oh, don't forget your social media. If they need to
Yes.
reach out to you, what is your social media?
Yes. So I'm going to be sharing with all of you all our videos that we're going to
Okay.
be posting on our social media. But
Gotcha.
you can find me as Giselle Zapata. That's how you can find me. If you struggle finding me, maybe
It's not meant to be.
maybe it's not
Okay.
meant to be, and that's okay.
I've already given you mine. You can just find me at code name Kai, CODE, name like name, and then Kai. Again, my name is Kai, your host. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We out.